Do I think vaccine passports for people who've already been vaccinated are a good idea? Absolutely, I do. And not just for them. The vaccine passport, or as they are calling it now in Europe and in Israel, the Green Pass, allows people who've been vaccinated to go back to a fairly normal life. That's great for them, but it's also good for the economy. It allows people who own restaurants to reopen. It allows people who own movie theaters to let people back in. It allows more travel. It allows for more shopping. It just enables an awful lot of people who are out of work right now or who have businesses that they've had to close to reopen and start working again. So yes, vaccine passports, whatever you call them, are a good idea. There are problems. The one in Israel, for instance, I don't know. It's kind of a moot point to me. 90% of adults in Israel have been vaccinated. I'm not sure why you need a passport when you have that level of mass vaccination. The other problem is that for the 10% who haven't been vaccinated in Israel, the health department is sharing with the labor department, the education department, and the social services department the names of unvaccinated people, which I think is a gross violation of privacy. You may choose to forego, you may choose not to have a vaccine if that's what you want. Those decisions have consequences. You might not be able to go to a lot of places if you haven't had the vaccine and don't have a green pass. But I don't see why governments need to shame you into getting a vaccine or coerce you into getting a vaccine by cutting off your other benefits and services until you get one. So there are problems with the vaccine passport. But by and large, I think they're a good idea. The one thing that I want more than anything else out of all of these restrictions is I want to be able to have dinner parties with friends in our own home. I love that kind of socializing, and it's been a long time, of course, since any of us have been allowed to do that. So yes, vaccine passports are a good idea. But what's better is getting a vaccine. And in Canada, because of the slowness and the inefficiency and the ineptitude of the federal government, it's still going to be a long time. I could have a vaccine passport if I had a vaccine and Canada was offering vaccine passports. But what does it matter if I'm not going to get vaccinated, probably in my age category and my health conditions, until September or October? What happens if, as The Economist magazine predicted the other day, mass vaccination in Canada doesn't happen until the middle of 2022? 18 months from now. That's the key. There are already surveys that show that we're going to be, a lot of us, probably about half of us, breaking vaccination rules during spring break. We're going to go out and go to the cottage if that's not allowed in our province. We're going to have people over who aren't part of our bubble. We're going to do minor things because we're sick and tired of the restrictions. Yes, a passport would help ease that kind of frustration that's leading to rule breaking. But the one thing we need more than anything else is widespread vaccination. And as of the 1st of March, Canada was 42nd in the world in vaccination. For Post Media, I'm Lorne Gunter.